How's it going, guys? Persona Cheese here, and today we'll be looking at an optional boss weapon for Teddie and how to get it in Persona 4 Golden. This one's called the Bear Claw and is obtained by defeating the optional boss at the top floor of the 3rd dungeon, who can be fought on or after the 12th of July. Before we discuss the weapon itself, let's go over how to beat this boss, the Momentary Child. Like all of these optional bosses, the recommended level is a bit iffy, or in other words, 5 seconds of googling doesn't immediately give me the answer. So I would guess the recommended level is about 40, give or take a few levels. Or if you were able to beat Shadow Teddie okay, just go through Rise's dungeon again, since you have to anyway to reach the top floor, and by the time you reach it, you should be ready. Like most bosses, the usual things are all helpful. Healing items, assault signals, and the like. And physical mirrors in particular are great since this boss only uses physical attacks. As for who to bring, the party you want for this one is Chie, Yukiko, and Teddie. The Momentary Child is weak to ice, so Chie and Teddie are no-brainers, and Yukiko does really good magic damage and is a good healer, especially if you got Divine Grace from rank 4 of a social link. Having Yukiko to heal also means Teddie can focus on attacking the boss's weakness, but if you really want to, you could bring Yosuke or Kanji instead of her, since the Momentary Child doesn't resist wind or electric either. Moving on, let's get into the strategy you want to use for this fight. Apart from using Tarukaja and Rebellion, this enemy will use an assortment of physical attacks and literally nothing else. There's Assault Dive, which hits one person, and Rampage, Herculean Strike, and Deathbound, which hit everyone. Of these, the strongest attack is Deathbound, but you'll always get a prompt saying he's indignant before he uses it. So whenever that happens, have everyone guard except for you if you've got a persona that nulls or repels physical like Rangda or Giri Mikala equipped. I suggest you take a few turns to see how much damage the Momentary Child generally does to you, and if he does a lot, use Chirunda or Marakukaja or a Diamond Shield to keep everyone alive. The best persona for ice damage is probably Undyne or Yamata no Orochi, since King Frost stats don't really hold up at this point. Or if you're high enough level, you could get Gabriel, who's level 44. Although you really don't need to be that high level for this boss, unless maybe you're playing on hard. And that's all you need to know about beating the Momentary Child, so with that out the way, let's discuss the weapon. The Bear Claw has pretty good damage when you get it, at 161, and 78 accuracy, which is pretty decent too. The bonus is a low chance of countering physical damage, which isn't amazing since it's a low chance, but when it works, it can be extremely handy depending on who you're fighting. There are some better bonuses for Teddie out there, but this one isn't bad by any means, especially considering Teddie's not the tankiest party member, but is a pretty important one to keep alive. So this weapon arguably is worth getting. And if you want to see the secret Reaper boss, check out this video too.